deep earthquakes. How big? How much larger? Well, if we have a deep 6.8 in the past, when it's 200 or more kilometers deep, we've seen up to a magnitude larger within 7 to 10 days. So 7 days from now, well, here, let's just go ahead and look at the calendar. 7 days puts us to next Friday on the 12th. 10 days puts us to the 15th at the latest. So over the next 7 to 10 days, in this area, most likely around the deep earthquake, we have to look for up to a 7.8. So where do we watch? Well, the good news is the forecasting method determines the spot to watch by the number of earthquakes around, and we find the halfway point between the current sets of earthquakes that exist, and that's most likely the spot to be hit next. So this pretty much puts two regions in the crosshairs. One, south side. Down here where all the rings overlap, that's South Philippines, Central Philippines. And secondary warned area is going to be South Japan at Kyushu. So, Kyushu and Philippines, both should be hit. One should be bigger than the other. And I have to lean towards which way it's going to go on a 2-arm scale that can tilt two ways. Look at the which way the arrows go on here. So we're right at that break point where it could go south or it could go north. It's a 50-50 on which one's going to get hit with the bigger 7.8. If I were to lean towards the 2, educated guess based upon past events when I warned for Japan and then Philippines got hit, will warn for Philippines. So I'm going to base this on past experience. In the past, when we have deep earthquakes on the Izu Ridge, and I have warned Japan in the past, almost every time, maybe not every time, but almost every time, the earthquake struck south. Whether it was south down by Okinawa, or south on the Izu Ridge, or south at Philippines. When we get deep earthquakes here, tends to strike to the south. Even though I have the double-sided arrows, we've seen it go both ways. Most of the time it goes to the south. So if a big earthquake is going to hit, based upon this deep earthquake now, my new forecast for the next 7 to 10 days, just based on this, for the West Pacific, would be for Philippines, going down into Indonesia right here. Here's Indonesia, here's Philippines. 7.8, next 7 to 10 days.